Well, little Laura got a gift yesterday from Toto and his wife, and look at this. Look at this necklace. She absolutely loves it, by the way. And they were not there when they dropped it off, so unfortunately I had to accept it just for them. And she got this hairbrush, and you got that brush, and you got a backpack, and you got a teddy bear. Like, you were spoiled. Yeah, you're so lucky, aren't you? Oh, now you're being all shy. We're going for a little walk. By the way, look at this, guys. Look at the weather. It's actually pretty decent out. We got a bit of a sun going on. We had a lot of rain, but not crazy, like not flooding type rain. And we got very lucky. We got very, very, very lucky. A lot of our friends are in bad situations in their parts of the country. We still need our padlock and chain. We have the chains actually, so we'll be able to get it done soon. But there we go. Just for now, with our bottles that people mentioned that we should have cans. I know. Anyway, look at this. Beautiful. We didn't end up getting very high. Look, the tide only went to maybe, you can see a little bit of wetness there. So maybe yesterday went to there, but really it's only here. So the tide never came near us. We did so well during this, and it's still going on for other people. So we feel very, 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 very lucky. We should leave our shoes. Yeah. I don't need shoes. We're on the beach.
Dada, I don't want to leave my shoes.
You don't want to leave your shoes?
Yeah, but
Nobody's going to touch them. You can wear them if you want. It's just nice to walk on the beach. So our neighbor's house there, it's coming together. You know, once it's all painted, you're really going to see the difference. This one here, we never really see anybody here. We know that they have people that come in and just clean and then leave. And then, of course, this beautiful one here. That's the guy that sometimes he's out there. He has this one of those parachutes or paragliding. Yeah, paragliding. Where he's got a propeller on his back. And you'll see him take off and fly into the sky. I've shown it before. It's one of the top architects in the Philippines. Owns this house here. And there's a lot of staff and a lot of security in there, but I don't think he's there all the time. I think he works out of Manila, and then they just come home every once in a while. Ooh, it's so beautiful out. You saw the little crab? Yeah, you can't. Yeah, they never. The good thing about crabs is they run away. You could never step on them or anything. But we get lots of crabs. Oh my God, especially at night. If you just turn on the lights, they're all like, run to your light. And the beach is covered in them. But yeah, good luck trying to catch them. It's impossible. Look at that, I think a bunch of kids out swimming. Yeah.
But I don't want to go swim.
You don't want to swim right now?
Yeah, but she want to go magic mommy.
Magic mommy?
No, with a mat.
Oh, mommy will get mad?
Yeah.
Why?
But she don't want to go swim.
Oh, mommy doesn't want to go swim. This is all Petron's property, so you can see the tanks in the background. So all the fishermen use the beach here to throw their boats up onto the side here. And because Petron puts a ship out there late at night, and they have a floating buoy out there that they connect their ships to, that underwater pipe brings it all into the big tanks there. Hello, hello. And so anyway, we get a lot of fishermen here, and that's why you see so many people fishing. Hello, good morning. You see all the fishermen pulling the lines in front of our house all the time. But this, at the end here, that's the ruins. You come to Roxas City, you wait for low tide. This is technically not enough low tide to reach it. But a little bit more water out, maybe 20 or 30 feet more. And you can walk right up into the ruins there and go up the stairs. I think I see some people up there actually, but you know, you just have to walk a little bit more onto the land to get to it, as opposed to walking straight up. Oh, somebody wore their shoes. Yeah, weather worked out great. Tomorrow we go to James and Karen's house for everybody's a bit Texas Filipino and lots of JP and a lot of people from Iloilo. David's going to come from Tigbawan. Everybody's going to go and see James and Karen because it's Karen's birthday, and they're doing like a bit of a bash in the provinces. So we'll be going to that. Oh, there it is. There's the line right there. You can see it outside of the sand here. That pipes in all the oil. Yeah, no ship right now. They're only here at night. They wait. As soon as it becomes high tide, they pull their boat away, and then they get stuck there. Anyway, so we'll be down in Ackland near Kalibo. Yeah, near Kalibo. They live in Balate, and for this party, should be fun. Hopefully the weather is going to stay like this though, because that'll make a nice ride on the motorcycle. I know David wrote me and said he'd have problems. What's that? Ooh, watch out for the anchors. Look how sharp those are. And rusted. It's a beautiful life living on the beach. I love doing this in the full moon at night though. We come out here and our lights flood the whole beach anyway. We can see everything. And it just feels so peaceful and amazing. So relaxing. So this is our storm preparation. You lean that up against that, and then of course it stays down and it prevents any sideways rain or anything going in through the doors and windows. So it works really well. So simple, but it works. Well, this big typhoon comes, trust me, it's all gone. And our typhoon plan anyway is to take everything of value out of the main floor, shut off the electrical disconnect on the main floor, bring it all upstairs, and lock it up and go stay at a hotel. And come back after. That's our whole thing on that. So. Alright, well here you go guys. This is going to get a new proper beaver logo sign that's going to go out, so don't mind how it's tipped over like that. This is partially the look so far. As you can see, it got finished now, the roof all the way to the end, and we're not open yet. We are, but we're not, you know, they're still setting up. And it's still very dark. We're in here, so we're going to have to get our lighting put into here, the red and white lighting. But everything's going good, and we got to get our fan. We're going to put a big stainless steel blower fan that blows the smoke right out. Right now we put a fan right here and just direct it. So, but we want something a little more permanent that we can connect in to the plug here. So that's the plan. But yeah, now the sun went away, so it's a little gloomy again. But once all the lights go on, even in here, it'll look like this. So. Much nicer. And the TV's not on yet, and well, lots of things aren't on yet. So we're getting there, but we don't technically open for another 20 minutes. Here the beach has got a lot more people. Somebody with a canoe out there or a kayak. And a few families are out, yep. Guy riding his bicycle on the beach. It's one thing about our beach, it's very flat and hard. It makes it really easy to just ride your bike. I don't see the jet skis or anything out, so I think they're still waiting for the Coast Guard to give the all clear. Because I know all the Ro-Ro ferries and everything, they're all canceled until the Coast Guard gives approval again. There we go. So I was getting messages from people saying, oh, all the prices are going up here in the Philippines, everything from SRRV visa and now the tourism visa. What they're doing it under the express fee. And if you've been here before, you know that it says when you fill in your visa renewal for tourism, it says regular or express. Even if you check regular, they tell you, sorry, only express is available. And it's always been like that. Like, I don't know anywhere you can get regular. Never heard of anybody actually getting regular. So it's express always. And the express fee was always an added extra 1,000 pesos. So that's every 2 months you're going to have to do that. And when you're in the beginning, it's, well, 1 month. And then I see all over Facebook and different expat groups and stuff all saying that as of July 1st, July 2nd, different people are saying different things, that the price is increasing by an additional 1,000 pesos. So therefore costing you about another $80 to $100 US a year if you stay for a year here in the Philippines, or more than that, I guess, because the first months are 30 days, not 60. So yeah, there is no confirmation that I can find on it. There's nothing official. But other than people saying they just renewed their visa and the guy warned them that the price is increasing at the, let's just say at the beginning of July, by an extra 1,000 pesos. The other one was YouTubers only have been talking about changes that are coming to the SRRV visa very soon. Not announced again. There's nothing. If you check the Philippines Retirement Authority, they have no posts about it or anything, and nor can you find anything on Google other than other YouTubers are saying it, that there is going to be a pretty substantial requirement in the deposit that you have to put down. So that could be like later on you can put it into a condo and all that kind of other stuff, but or have it transferred so you can get your money back, that kind of thing. But to go from, I think it was like 20,000 to 30,000, so pretty dramatic. And then the 10,000 if you have a pension to 15,000. Again, no official has come out and said any of this, but that is the talk that everybody's talking about, and I keep getting messages about it, and I can't really say anything. I know other people are speaking like they know, so maybe they do know, but no, there's nothing official. And that's the thing, the Philippines Retirement Authority has the absolute authority over that kind of thing, and so it's not like they need to pass a law to increase the price or anything, so even the lawmakers may not know. And so yeah, I don't know much more than that, but for those of you writing me, that's my response. I am reading on Reddit and I'm reading on Facebook about these increases, but I can't find anything online. I can't find anything with the officials, and I haven't been down to immigration to be told this, so by the immigration people. So it may be very true, and so if you're coming here, hopefully you're not budgeted all the way down to that actually mattering so much that you need that $20 every couple months, or you might be getting yourself in a little bit of trouble. Honestly, if you are budgeted that tight, maybe you don't want to be traveling across the other side of the world. Just saying. All right, we got Phil here, and Phil and I have talked for a while now because he's been looking to move here to Roxas City even before I arrived here to Roxas City. I guess in my videos probably gave him some pointers, but along the way. Right. And he just showed up today along with Jesser here.
Yes,
so
hi.
Jesser TV. So he's a guy that I recommend when you're looking for like lots and stuff like that. And so he, often people come here and they will go with Jesser here to go see some places that are for sale, that kind of thing. He's not into rentals yet, but I'm going to get him into rentals. Don't you worry. Anyway, so you've had some success so far.
Yeah, doing good.
And you actually dodged a bullet, probably.
Possibly.
Yeah, because you were going to buy a house basically sight unseen. You asked me to go look at it.
Correct.
And it was kind of small. It had it needed some cosmetic work, stuff like that, but probably not the best for you.
Right.
And it turned out that the day you arrived, somebody had just bought it the day before.
Correct. Yeah.
So there you go.
Lost it, so looking at several different options now.
And they're better.
Actually, better options than the one that I was intentionally looking for.
Right. So it saved the day there. Yeah. Some things happen for a reason, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And they just got the burgers, which is awesome.
Yes.
There you go. Yours looks smaller because you have no onion, but yeah, theirs look nice and big. And so hopefully it goes really well for you. Got a little bit of rain now, but that's not so bad.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna have a new resident here to Roxas City.
Absolutely.
Well, you're staying at Twin Hearts anyway, right?
Yes, I am.
And you said the experience is going good.
Great. Yeah, experience is going great. Bought a scooter. Gonna go look for a truck. Trying to get used to the area, the geography and the roads and everything. But it's going good so far.
Now you've hunted out the whole of Pinay though, so it's not like this is the only place. You've checked out a lot of other places.
I looked at everywhere. I mean, I've been researching the Philippines for about 3 years now.
Wow.
And communicate with you quite a bit, off and on. It's been a big help watching your channel as well. So I finally made the decision and with Roxas City, and I'm sticking to it.
Look at that. 3 years of research, and he picked Roxas City. What does that tell you, eh?
Great
Jesser,
place.
you're going to get busy, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Anyway, I'm going to let them eat their burgers because they look great, and they're always best served hot. So right now they're having a language lesson here.
Different language here. Karaya, Hiligaynon, Bisaya, what else? But we mix everything.
Yeah, you do. And English,
Yes.
always. There's always an English word. And you're like, wait a minute, how many languages?
I can't understand anything they're saying.
That's
Too many different languages here.
There are so many
I'm
languages.
trying to figure out which one I'm supposed to learn, but I'm
Kamusta ka Tagalog?
Kumusta?
Kumusta ka?
I know.
Yeah, Miss Kumusta ka?
Maraming salamat.
Oh,
I know.
very good.
I know what a bukid is. I know manuk. I'm learning a few words. I'm getting there. I have a long way to go.
I know. I know those
Come
words
on,
too.
Mike.
Come on. I know those too, but yeah.
Get with the program.
I have no excuse. I have no excuse.
Rob says
No,
you better.
but she only wants me to learn Tagalog so that she can still talk behind my back. That's the one get thing there. I'm like, I need to learn Ilonggo. She's like, no. If you learn that, then nothing's secret. Go figure.
At 29 and I find myself wondering what did happen to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the